featuring a beer from Boulevard Bourbon Barrel Quad. I guess it's from Boulevard, and it's their Bourbon Barrel Quad. And this has a ABV of 11.2%. So it's a very high alcohol content beer. Now the bitterness just has a slight bitterness. It has rated as at a 26 on the IBUs, and this beer is brewed in Kansas City. Now I've looked online, and I can't see if it's Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas. But I'm guessing Kansas City, Missouri, because Kansas City, Kansas is pretty small. About a fourth the size. I guess it's Missouri. So this is a highly acclaimed beer with a strong reputation in the craft beer community. Here are some of the notable scores for this beer. Beer Advocate has this scored at a 94 out of 100. And there's 2,865 ratings, so that's pretty good. And I don't see any from any others. Oh, I guess Rate Beer has it. I'm not sure how their rating's a little different. It's a 3.84 out of 5 from 970 ratings. The beer receives various individual reviews highlighting its malty, sweet, and oaky flavors, with some users describing notes of bourbon, vanilla, dark fruits like plums and raisins. Well, it makes sense that it would taste a little bit like bourbon since it's stored in or aged in bourbon barrels for up to 3 years. So there were 2 other ratings, one from Untapped and Tastings.com, and they said just about the same thing. I just didn't want to waste the time going through it, so we're going to open this up and give it a little pour. And of course it's going to be a little darker than the average beers. Now that does give it a pretty head for a darker, stronger beer. And now even though it's dark, you can still kind of see through it. The darker beers are going to be harder to see through, just because they're so dark. Oh, you could definitely smell the bourbon. Very strong smelling. Wow. If you were to pour bourbon and beer, this is what you're going to get. Definitely smell that. So, if you like higher percentage beers, wow, that's definitely got a bourbon taste to it. Very malty as well. That is pretty strong stuff. you can definitely taste the bourbon. So I have no doubt that it's stored in bourbon barrels, because the beer really took on a lot of that flavor and the smell, because you can definitely smell that. This is quite the experience. I've never had this before. So you can taste like a regular beer, but then you get the taste as well of that bourbon. Very malty. And more than anything, I smell the bourbon. The bourbon is very pronounced, very strong smelling. Didn't expect that. Pretty well. So if you like really strong beers, and it's strong, but if you look at my face, I'm not giving you a bad look like, oh, this is terrible. You're expecting a strong taste, but it's much better than I thought it was going to be. Now, if you don't like strong beers, you might not like this, but I do like this. But if you don't like bourbon, you might not like this, because it definitely gives off that flavor. Definitely not the bite that you're going to get with bourbon. I mean, bourbon's an 80 proof, and this is, well, bourbon would be 40%, and this is 11.2%. So you're quite a bit under. But it's still got a bite. But it's definitely good. Highly recommend this for anybody that likes stronger beers. And I wonder if I could see a date on this. And like I say, I opened it up because I would never throw away a beer with a bad date. I could care less about the date. And there could be a date on there, but I mean, you can't see nothing on there. I don't know if you can see that. But the bottle just doesn't come across very well. And if it's on this paper somewhere, that's a very dark paper. So I don't see it. So screw it, I say. Drink the damn beer. And who the hell would throw away 11.2% beer that's aged for 3 years in bourbon bottles or barrels? You know damn well you gotta try it before you throw it out. And once as you try it, you're not gonna throw it out. It's a good thing I didn't have anything else planned today, because this thing, you're putting 3 beers in one bottle. Now, that's a 12 ounce bottle, so you're putting 3 beers, not in a 30 ounce can or 36 ounce bottle. It's a 12 ounce bottle. That's some potent stuff, but it's very good. Now it has the color of iced tea. Kind of looks like iced tea. A darker iced tea. Very pretty color. I think this is a, is it a lager? Not sure what this is. Now the color kind of confuses me because I don't, if it wasn't aged in barrels, I don't know what color this would be. Might be just a regular light color. Even though it's strong, it's taken on the odor or the smell and the color of the barrels. That's like any whiskey. Whiskey is made clear, but it gets the color from the barrels. And it's a lot like that. So I'm guessing that this got a lot of this color from the barrels. Well, this is a very good beer. I'm glad I reviewed it. Pretty incredible beer. And like I say, now the aging process, okay, we already talked about that. Very good beer. If you like them strong, you want to buy it, try it. Now, I don't know if you have a preference for whiskey or a preference for bourbon. I haven't tasted a whiskey barrel beer yet. That's coming next, or one of my next videos. I definitely want to try it after trying this. I highly recommend this if you like the stronger beers. This is a little bit more expensive. Came in a 4-pack, like 10 bucks, 12 bucks. I don't remember what it was. But like I say, you're getting 3 beers in one bottle. So you gotta pay a little more, I guess. So with all that, I highly recommend it. And remember, if you're gonna drink, don't drink it dry. Big thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Peace.